Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us again. I'm going to talk about sex, I'm going to talk about money, and we're going to talk about power. Because somebody made a comment, don't remember who it was, get a lot of comments. He says, hey, give us some video that's exciting. Juice it up a little bit. Well, I can't think of anything, so I'm walking along the beach the other day, and I'm saying, wow, what can I do that's kind of exciting? I said, sex. That's the number one motivator, right? The opposite sex, women, for me. For some other people, maybe somebody else, some other. But it's all about it's women. That's my big motivator. I have a woman. I traveled 10,000 miles and lived in East Africa, the Horn of Africa, a beautiful country called Ethiopia. Got my woman, married her, brought her home, and we're going to have our 12th year anniversary. That was years ago. So it just goes to show you that sex is like a huge motivator. At least it is for me. It is for everyone. Most of the people that watch the videos are guys between 20 and 45, so you know what I'm talking about. Listen what Tony Montana has to say about it.
This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman.
That's the driving force, even the driving force today. Most of the people I work with are women. There's got to be a reason for women. Because that's the number one motivator. But like Tony says in the movie Scarface, you know the guy I'm talking about, I show him on this video, somehow power and money are intertwined with women. Now I've been broke and practically homeless, and I've had women, hung around with women all the time. Because they're like a super motivator. I've had many wives too, many. A few mistresses along the way too. So that had to be number one. And the guy's comment, it's this MT or whatever the heck it is, Black Diamond, that's like a huge motivator. And for a guy like me, I've already made the point, so I have to have money. Money is like the key, not only for freedom and independence, but if the motivator is women, you better have some coin. This makes sense, right? But I don't think of it that way. I just intuitively, it's part of who I am. So I got fed up working for somebody else, as I said many times in other videos, and I need to go out and make money, and I need to make large sums of money. Because with money, it gives me the power. Money, power, women. It's like a circle, right? It just keeps going around and around. It's like it's a circle, it just keeps going around. Like Tony says in the movie, played by, can't remember his name, first you get the money in this country. This is the United States, but it's the same in all the other countries. I've been to Africa, lived in Africa for decades. A resident of East Africa in Ethiopia. It's the same everywhere. First you get the money, then you get the power. The power means you can move around anywhere you want. I have the power to go and come and live wherever I want. That's power. Money just is a vehicle to get me into the position where I can do whatever I want. That's power. There's political power too, but I'm not talking about politics because I helped get some guys elected into office behind the scenes years ago at the lower level, like the mayoral level. But that's not power I'm talking about. Political power, that's a whole different game. That's played at a huge level. Guy's making $400,000 a year, the President of the United States. He controls trillions of dollars, and he has hundreds of millions of people's lives, maybe billion in his hands, and he makes $400,000 a year. That's real power. I'm not talking about that power. Power is the ability to come and go and do what you want. Power is the ability to go 10,000 miles away and bring your woman, your wife, eventually, yes, at that time, before I brought her back. That's power. Not everybody's going to get on the plane and do it. Just think about it, how much that you're going to go to a different culture and a different race and a different society. You have to have big ones to do that. And you don't know you're coming back or not, because I don't know what the hell's going on. I never had more fun in my life. Now I don't own the properties because I can't own the properties in a foreign country. My wife does. It's in her name. We own many, many properties, and I have 10, 20 brothers and sisters. They don't call them in-laws. In the African countries, they call them brothers and sisters. I'm like the eldest brother. And I have nieces and nephews, and they keep having more kids. And I have a whole family over there. I'm closer to the family there than I am the family here. The family here is down the street. They're too busy running around making money. living their lives. What's the point of the video? If sex is the motivating power, which is the opposite sex in my case, then there has to be sex, and then there has to be money. And with the money, it gives you the power to do whatever you want. It's called SMP, if you don't know. And believe it or not, everything in Hollywood and everything in our society evolves around sex, money, and power. Even though it may not be out there, it's still there. You may not see it, but it's always the underpinning of everything that we do in our society. I'm talking about the American society. I think it's in all the other societies too. Maybe even more pronounced, because in African countries, men have 2, 3, 4 wives and families and all kinds of things going on. I have a friend in Kenya. You know, they have 2, 3 wives over there. I mean, it's like, okay, most of the world actually. So sex has got to be a primary focus in these countries, right? It is here too. So all our world, in my world, is where I live here, because I don't travel around that much. I don't need to, because I have the power, sex, money, and power, to stay where I want, do what I want, have what I want. I don't need much. I don't need a jet. If I'd ever wanted to buy a jet, I wouldn't even buy one. I'd lease one. That's one of the things you never own. Jets and boats. You've heard that one before. You rent them when you need them. Unless you're flying around all the time, because there's guys that probably fly all over the world. I'm not sure if they do it anymore. Get the point of this video. Sex, women, motivator, money gives you the power to get the thing that you most want. In this particular case, I'm using the example of the opposite sex. And power is the freedom to move around and do what you want, when you want, with who you want. That's the point of this whole video. We can talk more about these things later. I'm going to develop this whole thing into maybe a little montage of 3 videos. I'm not really sure, but I want to bring something that's a little different to the game, because why the hell are we doing all this if it isn't to, you know, do what the hell we want, when we want to do it, how we want to do it, with who we want to do it with. And if you don't have the money and you don't have the power, chances are you probably won't get the sex or the woman. Or if it's a woman, it's the man. There's all kinds of variations on this theme. But I'm using myself as an example. This is Mike Addis from beautiful Carlsbad, California. It's going to be a little warm today. Probably go to the beach with the kids later today. I want to talk more about these things later. Thanks for joining us on all these videos. We love making these videos for you, and we really like the comments that you're adding. Our subscribers are moving up. The views are getting bigger and bigger. It's kind of exciting for me that more and more people are commenting on it. Even if you don't agree with us or you disagree, just give us those comments. We love comments. I want more and more comments, because I wouldn't have done this video if it wasn't for the comments for Black Diamond and the other guy, MT, I think, Communications. I wanted to reach out to them. One of the guys said he's going to not subscribe. No problem. I think we increased our subscribers like by 200 in the last day. You know, subscribers will come and they will go. We want you to stay. I've had 30,000 customers, 35,000 customers. They come and they go. You know, you can't hold on to everybody all the time. You want people to stay, but they leave for all kinds of reasons. My job is to come up with content that's interesting and informative, that's entertaining for you, and that you will come back and keep watching our videos, because that's the thing that makes me the most happy, that you come back and you like our videos, and we're going to keep bringing them to you. This is Mike Addis, Carlsbad, California. Have a great day. See you on the next video.